Okay, so this lesson is graphically solving linear systems. Now the linear system I have, one of that is y is equal to x plus 1. Another one is x plus 2y equal to -8. I want to just graph them separately and then find a point of intersection. So to graph this, I want to find the x and y intercept. So x-intercept, everyone know you put y 0. If I put y 0, I solve for x, so it's 2x is equal to -1, x equal to, divide both sides by 2, is -1 over 2. So the point of the x-intercept is -1 over 2 and 0. This is x-intercept. I want to do the y-intercept. Y-intercept, you put x equal to 0. So for x, I put 0. Very easy. So it's going to be 1. So for x 0, the y is 1. So this is my x-intercept, this is my y-intercept. But I can't graph the line. I would do the same thing here. X-intercept, you put y equal to 0. So x plus 2 multiplied by 0 equal to -8. So x equal to -8, that's all. So for -8, the y is 0. So for y-intercept, I put x equal to 0. Just put sub x here 0. It's going to be 0 plus 2y is equal to -8. 2y is equal to -8. Divide both sides by 2. Divided by 2 is -4. See, the point is x is 0, the y is -4. So I want to graph these two. This is a line I have. So the point for this one, I had -1 over 2, and 0 means my x is -1 over 2. Let's say this is 1, this is -1 over 2, and 0 is here. And this is y-intercept, y-intercept 0, 1. So it's that point. Let's say this is 1. That point. I connect these 2 points. So make sure this is the y and this is the x-axis. For the other one, is -8 and 0. So I have to go very, very far. If this is -1, 2, 3, so I cannot show that here, but maybe I find another point on that graph. Okay, and 1 and 0 and -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my y-intercept. I should have take my values to be maybe smaller. So this is the 0, -4 that I have for the other line. So this, since this point is like very to the left, I would like to find another point. Let's say instead of the x, I put -2. Okay. If I put, so my relationship is x plus 2y is equal to -8. If I put -2 here, 2y is equal to -8 plus 2. 2y is equal to, it's -6, y is equal to -3. So my point for x, -2, see, my point is -2, the y is -3. So this is the one more point there. So here I come here, is -2 there, it's -2 here, -3, go down by 3. So that would be the point, right? So this is -3. That's the point. I just want to make sure. So this is -2, -3. Now I can graph it because that point was very far, right? I couldn't show that here. If you have a good picture, you could show it there. So anyway, I would just connect these 2 points and continue. I want to see the point of intersection. Solve the two linear system means where these two lines intersect each other. So you continue that, you will see it will intersect at this point. But what is this point? If you had a better scaling than me, you would see that the point of intersection is approximately, it should be approximately -2 and -3. Because my scaling is not that great, maybe I can show it better. Let's see, this is my line, right? I just wanna, because approximately the point of intersection is -2, -3. So point of intersection is -2, -3. To check that, you can put this number in both of this equation and see this is satisfy both line or not. How do I check that? Let's just check. I did check that for the second equation, right? I put the x to be -2 and find the y to be -3. But how do I check the second one? So the second one was y is equal to 2x plus 1. And instead of y, I put -3. Instead of the x, I put y, -2. I want to see if the right side and left side is the same. So it's -3 here is -4 plus 1. -4 plus 1 is -3. See? The right side is equal to left side. So I know this point is going to be on that line. The same way you can show that this point is on both of the lines. Means this is a point of intersection. Okay, let's just do the next example. Example 2. So Elena was driving 450 kilometers at 100 kilometers per hour on highway and drive 80 kilometers per hour on another highway. The journey takes 4 hours 45 minutes. What is the distance from Kingston to Smithville? So there is like two highway. Say this is highway, this is another highway. Let's say the amount of the highway he just passing is x here, and the amount of the highway is gonna be y. You drive 450 kilometers. So means x plus y is equal to what? 450 kilometers. And I know the time. Okay, so the time, so I know velocity is equal to distance over time. So the time, if you arrange it for time, is going to be time go up and velocity go down. So it's going to be distance over time. So this time, which is t1 plus t2, adding up together, is going to be 4 hours and 45 minutes. So 4 hours, 45 minutes. It's going to be kind of 4 plus 45 minutes is 45 divided by 60 hours, right? It's going to be 4 plus 3 over 4, kind of, which is, I don't know if you see that, sorry. This 4 hours plus 45 divided by 60. It's 4 plus, this is 3 over 4. It's going to be 4, 3, 4 hour. So this is the total hour you do. I know that in this section, the time is distance over velocity, right? So just switch these two. So t1, the distance is x. The velocity here, c, is 100 kilometers per hour. And the distance here is y, and the velocity is 80 kilometers on the other highway. So the total of these hours is x over 100 plus y over 80 should be the total of 4, right? Again, we want to solve this system of equation. What can we do? We can graph this. We can find the x and y intercept, and from that I can find a point of intersection between two. Now I want you to do it like as a homework. Find the x and y intercept for this equation, graph it, and find the point of intersection. Okay, the last example. So it's a rental car. Haley wants to rent a car for the trip. Kelly's call charges $95 for weekend plus 0.15 per kilometer. Rick's rental doing $50 for the weekend and plus 0.26. Which company charges less? So we have to come up with the equation. So the first rent, so let's say the y represents the amount of the money you have to give to the rental car. So $95 is fixed plus 0.15, and x is the number of the kilometer you go, right? More kilometer you go, you have to pay more. And for second one, y is equal to $50 is fixed plus 0.26 x. So first of all, I need to find a point of intersection where these two are meeting, and then I'm gonna graph it for you to see. So I just equal these two to each other. 95 plus 0.15x is equal to 50 plus 0.26x. So I bring the number one side, so 95 minus 50, you bring the 50 to the other side, and 0.26x minus 0.15x. I brought this one to the other side, so it becomes negative. So just putting that in my calculator, 95 minus 50, which is 45 here. 0.26 minus 0.15 is 0.11x. So x is going to be 45 divided by 0.11. 45 divided by 0.11, which is 409.09, approximately 409 kilometer. Okay, I choose one of this equation because I want to know why. Like, it doesn't matter which one do you choose, first one or second one, to find the y value. So I just choose the second one. 50 plus 0.26 multiplied by 40.09.09. So multiply by 26 plus 50. So y equal to actually 0.25. I just need to go back. This one multiplied by 0.26 plus 50. It's going to be 156.36. So this is the point that I have for intersection. The x of that is 409 approximately, and the y of that is 156.36. Anyway, I want to approximately graph this. So for the first one, I know the y-intercept is 95, because if I put x zeros, it's going to be 95 here. And it's kind of increasing, right? So for the first one, the y-intercept is 95 and it's kind of increasing. For the second one, the y-intercept is 50 because if you put x0, you get 50 here. Let's say this is 50 here. But the rate of change is much more bigger than that, right? So it's growing faster than that. So the slope kind of is bigger. This is the point of intersection that we found, which is 409.1 and 156.36. Make sure the y-axis was representing the cost and the x-axis representing the kilometer. So here is the dollar. So if you want, as you see, this, the second one, if you're driving less than 409 kilometers, it's better that you go with what? Second option. So this is the second option. This is the first option. If you're going to do less than 409 kilometers, so this is below the other one, so it's better. The cost of that is cheaper. But if you're going above that number, like if you're driving more than 409, see, the first one is below the second one after that point. So you go with the first one. So this is the last example on this.